Hello, friends. How's everybody doing today? Look what I went ahead and made you guys. Let me see if we are online okay. I'm running a little late, but we are going to make some incredible Italian nut cookies. And guess what we infused it with? Our sea moss. Gel, wild crafted, unflavored, and our sea moss capsules. You guys are going to be amazed how easy this is, how awesome it is to incorporate sea moss into your baked goods, things along that line. So let's go ahead and get started. Say hello as you're coming in. Is everybody keeping nice and toasty and warm today? It is freezing here in New Jersey. I will tell you that right now. Hit that claim deals button. You guys can get an additional 20% off at checkout. I did go ahead and put in the first two listings what I did actually use in this recipe. So I did put the recipe card up for you. It's the same one that I have here. And I'm going to show you also how I'm going to incorporate this into a gift idea as well. I figured giving somebody the gift of something homemade, and even something that you're going to eat is actually super thoughtful. And really, when you put the time into making like a homemade treat and giving it to somebody, I think that's just super special. Not everybody has the time to go ahead and to bake and cook for themselves. And I think this is just a really nice way to incorporate this into a gift idea. So let's go ahead and get started. Do me a favor, take a screenshot of that recipe that I have pinned there. I'll also put that up in a few minutes after the video is done, so you guys can continue to take a screenshot. And I did go ahead and make the cookies already, but I do have some dough here that I still have to knot up. So I figured, you know what? I'm going to come online with my friends, do a little chatting, so you guys can actually grab some of these ingredients. I also have my mixer listed on here, some of my favorite mixing bowls, some of my awesome spoons and things that I use. So go ahead, feel free to shop the carousel. That 20% off extra is only good for the duration of this live stream. That's only good for some of the True Sea Moss products. They do have my mixer, which I did go ahead and link for you. They also have another mixer that actually is a 30% off, the smaller version, if you guys want to go ahead and grab that. But we do have a ton of things prepared for you for this holiday season. I have so many more live streams to put together for you guys, from clothing to home items, and it is super fun time. And I think that giving the gift of a homemade item, especially like cookies, and this is something you can make for a gathering. You can also make this into little gift boxes, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And we're going to incorporate our sea moss in there as well. Okay, so go ahead, take a screenshot of that recipe. Go ahead and grab these two ingredients, which are what we are using in this recipe. If you are somebody who does not want to use sea moss, feel free to go ahead, grab some of the other ingredients. I did list the flour that I used. It's organic flour. Some of my extracts as well. We are in full baking mode in this house, and I absolutely am so excited because I am loving holiday time when it comes to baking. It's my favorite time of year. I've always loved baking for everybody. So to incorporate some sea moss goodness in there, um, has over 92 minerals and vitamins in there. Really amazing for you, not only for your gut health, but also for mood support, for hormone support, for sleep support, joint health. If you are somebody who does work out, absolutely check out CMOS as well. It is a great pre-workout. It's a great post-workout. It is a prebiotic. It helps repair your gut. It helps to go ahead and design almost like your gut health, and really trying to get, you know, healthier bacteria in there, so you're not like having stomach cramps, you're not being constipated. Like, I can go on and on and on. It's been a life changing for me. So let's go ahead and get started. Definitely take a screenshot. If I see you guys shopping, I'll stay longer online, so you guys can get that additional 20% off, but we're supposed to be live for about an hour. Let's go through the recipe. I do have a video prepared of how I actually did make these. Super simple, you guys. If I can do it, you can do it. Promise you. And you can also customize the flavoring if you want as well. Say you don't want the almond and the vanilla in there like I used. You can absolutely use lemon. You can use anise in there if you're anise if you want in there, like some say. You can absolutely put some orange extract in there. Customize them the way you want. It is super easy to do, trust me. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The first product here, I see you guys already clicking on. This is actually the bundle that we'll be using today, and it is 27% off if you do go ahead and purchase both of those together. This one is the capsules, which I love to have on hand. Say I run out of the gels or I'm traveling or something along that line. The capsules are super easy way to get your sea moss dose in. This is like nature's multivitamin, you guys. It is plant-based, it's non-GMO, it is vegan, and it really is a quality, awesome company that I'm working with. But there's 120 capsules in here. 4 capsules is your recommended dosage, and I used these different. So instead of just taking the capsules by themselves, I actually incorporated them into the icing. So wait till you see how we did that. We did go ahead and put 2 tablespoons of this gel. This is the Wild Crafted gel by True Sea Moss. And the Wild Crafted is unflavored. So I always, always, always keep this on hand. I use this in for sauces, for soups, for stews. I put it in pretty much everything. And the reason why I love this particular gel is it's not going to alter the flavor of whatever you're making. It's just going to give you that sea moss goodness. Now, the other thing that's super special about sea moss gel is it tends to hold the moisture. So when you are baking with it, when you are mixing it into your recipes, it actually tends to make your cookies, your breads, your muffins, things along that line hold that moisture so they don't go stale as quickly. They have a beautiful texture behind it. It also is used to thicken your soups and your stews. And it's adding those minerals and vitamins like your iron, your magnesium, your calcium. You do have your vitamin D, your B vitamins in there. I mean, your iodine. All of these amazing, amazing minerals and vitamins in there in this one incredible superfood. Mix it into everything. You can definitely take the gels by themselves. You can take up to 2 tablespoons per day. The gummies are an amazing option. We'll get into all of that. But I figured I'd come on and hang out with you guys. If you had any questions, feel free to ask in the chat box. And I'm going to roll the rest of my knots because I made a lot of dough here. My husband's friends at work are going to actually have a little treat tomorrow. A sea moss infused Italian knot cookie treat. Hopefully they'll enjoy that. But yeah, definitely take a look in the carousel. A lot of the items have an additional 20% off for True Sea Moss at checkout. I did also include a ton of their bundle deals because if you were going to watch the replay, which I know you guys are probably busy, if you watched a replay to say you want to make these cookies or whatever and do some shopping, those percentages off for those bundle deals will still be good after the duration of the live stream, which is crazy good. The only thing that won't be good is the extra 20% off. But I'll be live with them again this month. So you just have to make sure you are signing up for notifications, following the storefront. So this way you can get notified when I do go live. And then when I'm live, you guys can get that additional savings. So I'll always have that True Sea Moss coupon readily available for you as long as they give it to me, which is super awesome. Okay, I went ahead and printed out these little recipe cards. It's the exact same thing as what you have and what you're seeing there, because I'm actually going to use these for gifts. So stay with me for a second. I just want to give you a little idea of a homemade kind of gift and incorporating the sea moss in there. I went ahead and made obviously our Italian knot cookies here. I tried to stay all organic ingredients. I didn't add any food coloring in here. I also went ahead and used some all natural without the food dye sprinkles, just to be a little more conscious of what we are actually putting in our bodies. Listen, we are not always going to be healthy. Yes, this contains sugar. It absolutely has powdered sugar in there. This is a treat. Obviously, we all are like struggling this holiday season to stay a little on the healthy side, but this is a great way to go ahead and incorporate your sea moss in there. Try and get some organic ingredients if you possibly can do that. Maybe some organic eggs, flour. It really does make a world of difference. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to roll my video here. I will put that recipe card back up for you so you guys can take a screenshot of that in a little bit. But let me go ahead and put this little video up for you guys. Can you guys hear me? Sorry. This way you guys can actually watch exactly how I did it. Let me just make sure. This way. Okay, perfect. This way you can watch exactly how I did it, and I'll kind of walk you through it. We did use 1 cup of organic butter. This is the one that I did wind up getting. You can use whatever butter that you like, but that's the one that I like. It's the salted butter, organic. I did use 2 sticks of that. I used 6 eggs. I did get organic pasture raised eggs. I also did add in some vanilla. These are the two that I use. In fact, I did link them in the carousel for you. I'm trying to do some recipes so you guys can grab all the things in the carousel, even if it's like the bowls I'm using, things along that line. So it's not just strictly all sea moss, but if you guys wanted to try the recipes, you can absolutely grab a lot of the items in the carousel. I think that you guys appreciate that. Let me just show you real quickly. So let me scroll through the carousel. Give me 1 second. Okay, I also included like the little bags that I went ahead and bought too for the cookies. You'll see what I'm going to be doing. Okay, so this is simply organic. I did go ahead and grab the almond extract and I went and grabbed the vanilla extract. Love these. They don't bake out of the flavoring. I have gotten many extracts before. I would bake with them and then I wouldn't taste them afterwards. It would just be a hint. These are actually really good to bake with. I love these extracts. They really do a great job. But these are the ones that are linked below. In this recipe, if you do not want to use almond or vanilla or whatever, you can actually use a lemon, which is super delicious for around Easter and springtime. You can use an anise if you wanted to. We like that. We're Italian. We do like that flavoring. You can use orange to lighten it up. Also think outside the box. If you guys don't want to use the wild crafted gel, say you are using lemon instead of the other extracts, go ahead and purchase the lemon sea moss gel because then you can infuse that into your cookie and have that kind of flavoring on the back end as well. So definitely want to mix and match those flavors. They also have the orange gel if you guys wanted to go ahead and do that with the orange extract. Um, Literally can use any of them in there. It would be a beautiful, beautiful accent to the flavor. So I did also do, let's see, unflavored True Sea Moss gel. I did 2 tablespoons. The teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons of the almond extract. This is the flour that I did get, and I think I did link it for you as well if you guys wanted to grab it. Again, you don't have to get it here, but I figured for me, it's a lot easier to shop on Amazon and have it shipped to my door than it is to actually go grab it. So if I can do it, I will. But this is the flour that I did wind up using, and I did link it for you. It's the Bob's Red Mill Unbleached All-Purpose Organic Flour. The one that they have there is actually 27% off. And I think you get a couple bags of the 3-pound bags of there. So that's a pretty good deal if you guys need some baking flour. I also did use the baking powder from them as well and link that for you if you guys wanted to grab that. I actually like this one a lot. I try to, like I said, I try to replace the ingredients we're using home with organic ingredients. We're really trying to be conscious about what we're eating, and I really think that does help. I know that it's very expensive sometimes, but I think if you can do it, it would be super beneficial if you can do it. Let's see, what else did I link for you? And then I'll go ahead and keep going. I know I'm getting a little off track. I'm sorry. These are the measuring spoons that I love. It comes in a whole set here. I have them all over the place. I was just using them. But what I love about these is they're the rectangles. So when you're going to have like your your seasonings, things like that, it's actually really easy to fit in there instead of like I used to have round tablespoons or measuring spoons. It was really hard to get them in some of the jars. These are really nice. They're actually made beautifully. They're a nice heavy set. They actually do come with the little thing that you guys can hang on it. We just like it. I love this the rectangle versions of them. Let's see. This is the Chandra mixing bowl set. I do have my icing in one of them. Let me show you real quickly. Hold on. Okay. So this is not all of them, obviously, because I have some that we use and I have them over there. But I just wanted to show you how awesome this set is. We've bought this a couple of times. I actually bought it for my mother-in-law for Christmas last year. I got obsessed with them when my mom went ahead and bought hers, and then she bought me my set. And now we just keep buying them for all different family members, honestly. They're just really nice. I love the fact that the lids that they have here match the bottoms of the bowls. So this way you know which lid goes with what. I also love that this is rubber here, so when you have it on the table, it's not going to move around when you're mixing things. They nestle together really nicely and the covers fit really nicely. So when they have them all washed, they all fit together. The covers fit here and they fit together great. I don't feel like I'm losing my covers as much, and we use these for everything. They're stainless steel. They really are pretty awesome. So that all set also comes with some measuring cups, some like kitchen utensils. If you guys want to grab that set, it is 25% off right now, which is actually a pretty good deal. Let me just double check. Yeah, sometimes they have coupons. That's why I'm looking. Always click on the items and check the coupon pages, the product pages, because sometimes I miss when they have coupons available. Okay, let me put this one back. Okay, back to cookies. I know that's why you guys came on here. So this is my mixer. This is my baby. I'm not going to lie. I literally use my KitchenAid mixer for everything. It handles so well. We always use this. We use it for pizza dough. I use it for all different cookies, you guys. And I abuse my mixers. I'm not going to lie. I've had this for about 5 years now. This is 8-quart mixing bowl, which is actually the biggest size you can get for your countertop. In fact, the next size would be like a stand mixer for like the floor, like a floor mixer. So this is like the biggest size that you can get for your countertop. It's a commercial one. The bowl is amazing. Like I said, it's 8 quarts. It has such power to it. And like I said, we use it for everything. So I'm going to go ahead and actually mix my dough a little bit more because it's been sitting for a minute with my mixer. And I did pre-make this. You guys saw it in the video. That's kind of like what I was doing beforehand, just so you guys can see. And I also did ice a whole bunch of them because I wanted to show you how I'm going to package them up. So let me go ahead and mix it. Again, you can follow along that recipe. Super easy to make. I promise you. If I can do it, you can do it. And definitely grab those True Sea Moss products because it holds that moisture in. I make breads with it. I make cookies with it. I made pancakes with it. I put it in my smoothies. It's just a great way to add minerals and vitamins into your diet, you guys. Again, I'm trying to be a little healthier. We are a little bit on a health wellness journey right now. And this is something we've been incorporating in our diet and we've been really loving it. Real quickly as well, green powder. And I'm not going to go off on a tangent with green powder because I always do. It's my favorite. But if you guys want to go ahead and grab it, the full size product is 34% off right now, which is a really great deal. It's a full month supply. And then they also have back in stock the green powder single serve stick packs. These are great for traveling. You could put them in your purse. You can absolutely put them in your gym bag, whatever. Love the green powder. It has a really great taste to it, but the stick packs are back in stock. They're only $4.99 and you get three of them. A great time to try your green powder as well. We are a little obsessed with it. I actually bake with that too. We have some recipes coming up with that also. It's not just for drinking. Okay, so let me go back to the beginning. I'm going to go back and highlight what we're using or what I did use in the knot recipe. If the new people who are coming in want to go ahead and grab that. Again, 27% off if you purchase them together. In the carousel, you could also see you can buy the capsules by themselves. I think they're 11% off with an additional 20% off. You could also just buy the jar by itself as well. You'll get that additional savings. So yes, 1 cup of butter, softened, 1 cup of granulated sugar. This is the sugar that I got. You can absolutely use whatever sugar you have on hand, but this is just the one that I got. You can they have cane sugar organic on Amazon. You can absolutely find that. 6 large eggs, 2 tablespoons of the unflavored gel, 2 tablespoons vanilla extract and the almond extract, 6 cups of that all-purpose flour, and 2 tablespoons of that baking powder. Um, I will also show you how I'm going to make the icings. I actually have to make more anyhow because I ran out. So we're going to make that on live stream together. But yeah, so anyhow, let me go ahead, mix this up one more time. This is kind of what we're doing. I'm going to show you how I knock them up, put them on pans, put them in the oven, and then I'm going to show you how I'm going to actually package them up to actually give as gifts. Okay, let me move this for a second. Okay, okay. I did wash my hands already. Okay, let me show you the texture of what it's supposed to look like. So it's supposed to be a little bit sticky, but not enough that it's going to stick to your hands. It is a little sticky because you don't want to put too much flour in there. I do recommend when you do make it to put um, 5 cups of flour, then mix it all together, and then see if you're actually going to need that 6 cup of flour. I actually, for this recipe today, use 5.5 cups instead of the full 6 cups. But this is what you want it to look like, not too sticky. We're going to roll it into like a little snake. Okay. And then this is how I knot them. You can do it the way you want, but this is how we do it. Just like that. Super easy to do, you guys. Once you go ahead and get the feeling of how to make the knots and how it's actually super easy to do, it actually goes pretty quickly. I make tons of these during the holiday season, and it's actually super simple. This size is probably like a 2 inch or like a tablespoon ball size, just to get you giving you an idea. So we're just going to roll it. And some people like to do like a candy cane shape. Let me show you. Hold on. I need a longer snake for that. So you can just shape it into a candy cane shape too if you wanted to, and just do it that way on your pan and just put it down like that instead of the knot. That's super easy to do. You could also go ahead and just put them down like this and just kind of flatten them out like that and let them bake up like that. If you don't want to knot them, you can also go like this. I've made them kind of just like almost like a ribbon. I've made them like that as well. So it just really depends how you guys like that. If you don't want to do the knots, you can absolutely shape them into other shapes if you wanted to, but this for me actually is super easy. So we're going to do that together, just because I want to make sure I get this dough in the oven. But really, really quickly, do you guys have any questions for me? Feel free to let me know in the chat box. I also do have the oven on 350 right now. So it's all preheated, ready to go. Let's see how quick we can get all these done. What do you think? It shouldn't take that long. But I definitely want to show you guys how I'm going to package them up. In the carousel, I do have my bakery boxes. They're just like 6 by 6 inch, I think, boxes. I also have the ribbon that I'm going to use, and I do have the buffalo plaid cookie bags as well. If you guys want to check those out. The only thing I didn't link, which I'm definitely going to do when I box them all up, is I'm going to put some tissue paper in there, some pretty like Christmas tissue paper, but I'll show you. This particular recipe is going to be giving you at least 60 cookies. So you're going to get a lot of cookies out of this. You want to make sure you're putting them on the pan about 2 inches apart, just in case they do just tend to fluff up a lot. Say hello as you're coming in. I see some new eyeballs. Usually I have my husband in here helping me knot these. I'm not going to lie. And these are good. So these are not too sweet. I love to have these knot cookies with coffee or tea. I know a lot of people like to have them with milk. They're just a really nice cookie that's not too sweet. The icing that we're going to be using is actually infused with sea moss as well. We're going to actually open up the capsules of the sea moss capsules and put the powder into the icing. Now, I heard, which I don't know if I'm allowed to say, so I'm not going to go too much into detail, but I heard they came out with like a powder, unflavored, to use in baking and cooking as well. So I'm hoping that will come out soon because I really feel like that's going to be super amazing. Okay, hold on. Almost done, you guys. Let me go ahead. Let me know in the comments, did you guys start baking your Christmas cookies yet? And if you did, what Christmas cookies are you guys making this holiday season? And have you started baking them yet? Some of our favorites that my son has requested is I have make this um, soft chocolate cookie, and then I put some peppermint in there, like peppermint candy cane. I also like to make those lacy cookies. Um, let's see, thumbprint cookies, which would be actually incredible with the sea moss gel because you could totally use all the different flavors in there. I like to use strawberry gel and raspberry preserves. So if you were going to make your thumbprint cookies, you can mix your sea moss gel into the preserves you're making, and you can actually put that in the middle of your cookie as well. I mean, that's an awesome idea. We're definitely going to do that. What other? I love chocolate chip cookies. We're definitely going to make those. And of course, I cannot forget rollout cookies. Fun fact is I love to do decorated cookies and um, love to do like the royal icing cookies. One day I'll have to do those on live, but they are very time consuming. So but any of these recipes, you guys, think outside the box. I absolutely understand if you guys do not like the gel texture, but definitely go ahead and make sure that you know that you can put them into recipes. It's a great way to get that boost of your immune system, especially in the cold and winter months. It definitely gives you your body the nutrients that it needs to fight off sickness. It really does have over 90 minerals and vitamins in every single serving, which is pretty incredible. And like I said, just an easy way to support your immune system. I don't know if you guys knew this either, but sea moss was used for centuries. This is not a fad. They have used it for medicinal properties and for nutritional properties for many years. They used it for cold and flu, specifically for the mucilagenic effect of the sea moss because it helps to thin out the mucus and helps to get rid of the mucus. And it gives your body the support that it needs with those mineral and vitamins to actually fight off the sickness as well. Again, this is not medical advice. These are proven facts. I'm not a doctor, obviously. And absolutely make sure before you do start any kind of sea moss regimen or any kind of supplement you do, actually ask your doctor and make sure it's safe for you to take. Just because sea moss is incredible for your immune system, it really does wonders for your metabolism. It really helps with weight management. And it is high in iodine. So if you are somebody who already has a thyroid issue or take medication or anything along that line, obviously the only one that's going to know if this is going to be safe for you is your doctor. So that's why I'm always putting it out there that you definitely want to make sure you contact your doctor just to make sure it's safe for you to take. But otherwise, it is an incredible tool to help you on your health wellness journey, whether it's to lose weight, whether it's to be mentally healthier, whether it's just to boost your immune system, whether you're going to use it for helping with workout and endurance, which it really does help. It helps to retain hydration. A lot of my friends who do work out, will actually use specifically the spirulina gel, which is a very nice raspberry flavor. Because it's like a very it's pretty magical in itself if you guys do your research. But spirulina is that blue-green algae. It's supposed to be really, really incredible for muscle health, for joint health, for hydration, and really good for working out. So I know a lot of my friends who do workouts, they are obsessed with that spirulina. So definitely check that out. We're almost done, you guys. Figured, let me come on with my friends and hang out while I have to get these done anyhow. We only have this left. And we'll put them in the oven, and while those are baking, I can show you some of the other products. And we'll go ahead and make our sea moss infused icing so we can dip these as well. We'll be online till about 8:30-ish. So you have that timing if you guys want to check out with any of the True Sea Moss products for the additional 20% off. You do have that amount of time to actually get that savings. But always feel free to watch the replays, shop the replays. Make sure you're following the storefront if you are not already. I have a ton of stuff for you guys to coming up. I promise you that. And not just CMOS stuff. Kitchen items. We have clothing items coming up. Okay. Two more. Whoops. One more. One more. Let me just throw this one out. Okay. Let me go ahead and put them on my pan. And I'll show you kind of how many can fit on a pan as well. Here. Again, this whole recipe will make probably about 60 cookies or more, just depending how big you do roll them. Okay, see? Let me go ahead and put them in the oven, and they don't take too long to bake up either. Okay. Look at that. This is going to be a perfect pan with the rest of the cookies. There we go. See? Okay. One more second. Okay. So let me show you how I'm actually going to package these up and give you a little idea of how to make this into a really nice Christmas gift. This would be really awesome for teachers, for Sunday school teachers. This would be really cool for coworkers, your neighbor, just a little something just to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Let me just show you how I think that this would be really cute to package up. Hold on. Let me go ahead and highlight. These are the bakery boxes that I did get. They have a ton of different ones online though. They're 36% off right now. Let me just wipe this down real quickly. Okay. 36% off. You get 30 of the bakery boxes. Okay. They're only $13.99, and you can put whatever you want in there. You can even fill them with candy if you wanted to. But this is what they look like. Okay, cute little bakery boxes. I went ahead and put this one together. Now, this is how I actually would package them up. Now, I don't have the tissue paper here, but definitely go ahead and put some tissue paper at the bottom. Um, then I have one of my favorite flavors. This is the strawberry sea moss gel. You can use any of the products. In fact, if you did grab the one that was the 27% off, it's the first one on the list. You can actually incorporate this in there if you wanted to, or just the sea moss wildcrafted unflavored gel. Really depends which one you want to put in their set. If you know that they have a favorite flavor, you can actually go ahead and do that. So put tissue paper in there. I just don't have it on hand right now. We're going to put a sea moss jar in there. Okay. Then I went ahead and got those cute buffalo plaid little bags here. I did fill it up with some of our Italian knot cookies that we made. So we're going to put that in there like that. Let me go ahead and tie this up. And this is that pretty ribbon that is in the carousel as well. Has like a really beautiful little sheen to it. Look how cute. So you're just going to package that up. Now we're going to put that alongside our True Sea Moss gel. Okay. So you have the gel in there, you have those knot cookies in there. And essentially what you're going to be doing is giving them the gift of homemade treats infused with sea moss. You're also going to give them some sea moss gel. I would actually include maybe the wild crafted one if you wanted to go along with the recipe. I mean, you can definitely do that as well. I love the strawberry. I think the strawberry is actually super versatile because I think so many people love the strawberry flavor. And then I'm going to get this beautiful ribbon. Let me go ahead and cut it. So this is that ribbon that is in the carousel. It's got this beautiful sparkle to it. I really do love this one. It's not a curling ribbon, but it really does look pretty on gifts. It's $8.49. And it comes with two rolls like this. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the box. I'll show you. So again, we have our True Sea Moss gel. Hold on. Okay, they're all tangled up in here. Now you could do this with curling ribbon. You guys can do this however you want, honestly. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and see our cute little recipe card, the one that I had pinned up there. In fact, let me put that up for you. There you go. So you guys can take a screenshot. The same exact one, I just printed it out and then poked a little hole in there. So I'm going to put that on the top of the box. Do I have a little greenery? And then I have a little greenery. It's like just little fake sprig of greenery that we're just going to fix on there as well. Again, this is just a little idea. I love homemade gifts. Okay, and just tie a bow. Look how cute. So now they have the recipe card in there, if you guys can see that. They have their package of cookies and they have a true sea moss gel that you guys put in there. So now if they want to make their sea moss infused cookies, they can absolutely do that. They have the recipe. You gave them some of the cookies you made. And you included that recipe card, the True Sea Moss gel of whichever one you want. I would actually have done this one instead of the strawberry. I just didn't want to put it in the box because this was opened. But I think that's super pretty. And I would think anybody would love a gift like that. So definitely feel free to customize it the way you want. You can absolutely make whatever cookies you want. Feel free to go ahead and add your sea moss gel in there. But I think that's such a sweet little gift idea. And again, we did use a True Sea Moss unflavored gel. We also are going to go ahead and make our True Sea Moss infused little icing as well. So I do have some here already made. Let me just go ahead and mix this up a little bit. Okay. Now, I didn't add food coloring here, but you absolutely can. If you don't want it this color, you can absolutely use food coloring if you want. I'm trying to be a little more mindful of fake sugars, added food colors, things along that line. We're trying to be a little more conscious of that. But what I did was I went ahead and got some organic powdered sugar. Okay. I did 3 cups. So I'll just add the rest of what's in here. It'll probably be like 2 cups worth. Okay, let me go ahead and put the rest in. It's probably about a cup and a half. I have another one here too, but so this is the one that I got, but you guys can use whatever powdered sugar you want. Open this one. This is more of like a glaze. It's not going to be a super thick icing. You just want it to give it a little bit of sweetness at the top. Okay. Okay. And now you are going to add more of your extracts in there. So I already have some in there, so I don't want to go ahead and add too much. But what I'm going to do is just do a little bit of the almond and a little bit of the vanilla, just to give it a little more flavor. Okay. And now I'm going to just add water in there. Some people like to use milk. You absolutely can. But I just actually just use water just to thin it out. Let me mix what's already in here. Okay. But you can use sifted powdered sugar if you want. I don't really feel the need to do that, but you absolutely can if you want it to be super smooth. But I find that it just kind of melts together anyhow with that liquid. If you wanted to, you can even add in, if you're doing like the citrus version, with either lemon or orange. You can actually put some freshly squeezed orange juice in there if you wanted to. You can use some like lemon juice in there to make it a little more lemony tasted. We're just going to use our uh, water right now because we did add flavor in there. We're just going to mix it up. Okay, you just want it to be a nice, like, dippable consistency like that. Okay, now here's where we infuse it with our sea moss. This is why I said the first one, if you guys want to grab that, let me just go ahead and show you. This one has both of them that we're using. So we're going to go ahead and actually open. 4 is all you need for your recommended dosage for sea moss. However, that's per day, but we already added some in there. So I'm just only going to do 2 this time, but I just wanted to show you what we do. Capsules, I'm just going to go ahead and open it and just pour the powder from the capsule into the icing. That's it. So it's not taking in the capsule, but you are getting your sea moss goodness in there just by mixing it in. You see the powder in there? You guys can see that. It's so bright. And then you're just going to mix it in. That's it. So now you infused your cookie with your sea moss gel, unflavored, and you went ahead and infused your icing with sea moss powder. Okay. And you just mix it up. This is the consistency that you want. Nice and runny. Okay. So let me show you how we just decorate them. Super simple, you guys. You're just going to dip them and sprinkle them. That's it. We're not going to get super fancy with that. But at this point, you can actually add in maybe a little green food coloring if you wanted to. Whatever food coloring you want. If you wanted to do that, we're just going to leave it plain. Okay. So I have some already here that I did not dip. So I'm just going to honestly drop them in. And you're just going to dip them, wait a couple like seconds, and then you're going to put sprinkles on top. That's it. Super, super simple. And again, these are not like a real sugary kind of treat. This is a little less sugary. Also love to actually dip this in milk. Really like to have this with coffee or tea or cappuccino or anything along that line. It goes really well like that. We also like to have it in the morning, which you probably shouldn't have cookies in the morning, but they are good. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna dip a bunch. Have more in the oven. Obviously, they have to cool before I dip them, so I won't do those on live. Really easy to do, you guys. And everybody seems to love these. Because they're dipped and they have that sea moss gel in there, it actually really does help to hold that moisture in as well, like I said. Okay. Seiko's kind of quick. One hand for dipping, the other hand for not, for the dry hand. That's how you do it. You can use like those little Christmas sprinkles, whatever you guys have, honestly. 2 more. That's it. Okay. You guys, you have about 15 minutes-ish left to grab your items for the additional 20% off. After I sprinkle these, this is actually the sprinkles that I got. They have, let's see, soy-free, no artificial dyes, made in the USA. They're by Supernatural. I don't know. I just got them. I think I got them at Sprouts, I think. I don't remember, but we're just going to use those up top. And we're just going to sprinkle them. Again, definitely could add some food coloring in here. I just was trying to not have the artificial colors, to be honest with you. Sea moss items, every single one of them from True Sea Moss does not contain any artificial colors. There's no artificial sweeteners. They have no artificial sugars in them. Everything is very natural. Look at this. What do you think? Super, super easy, right? And then we're just going to let them dry, and then I'll package them up. Maybe I'll make a little platter for my husband for work tomorrow. And then use them some maybe for some gifts. I think it's this really, really nice idea, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. And if you like this kind of content, I can absolutely go ahead and do more of these kind of lives with you guys as well. I think you enjoy it. It gives you things outside the box so you guys get some ideas of other ways you can incorporate some of these health wellness items into your diet without really overthinking it, because it's actually really easy to do. I love to put that sea moss gel pretty much into anything. I mean, I will put it in hummus, I will put it in avocado. You guys probably have seen that. I've been on here doing that, but I have a ton of different other recipes for you. I have some like chocolate treats. I even put sea moss into hot chocolate, the strawberry one. It was delicious. So definitely recommend trying. Let me go over some of my favorite deals that they have going on while you guys do your shopping, and you can get that additional savings. So this first one, 27% off. You absolutely have the two of the most common, I think, especially for people who's never had CMOS. I definitely think this is a great starter set. 27% off. It's only $37.99. And that deal will also be good for after the live stream as well. So if you do miss the 20% off coupon, which is fine, you still can grab some of these other deals as well. You do have the plain wild crafted gel by itself, which is what we used in the cookies. That's $31.99. You can get an additional 20% off. You have the capsules that are on sale for 11% off. You can get those additional savings for 20% extra. This is another great deal. I love this one. Anything elderberry is something we are obsessed with this time of year, especially for cold and flu season. This is the perfect time to purchase anything elderberry. I love to mix actually my sea moss gel into teas. In fact, let me go ahead and open this. I do have, let's see if I put that away. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Here it is. So this is one of my favorites. I actually get to mix with the elderberry gel. The elderberry gel is one of my personal favorites. Let me go ahead and highlight it for you. But this one I didn't buy on Amazon, but you absolutely can. I know they do have this one, so you can go search after the live stream. But if you do go ahead and purchase the elderberry sea moss gel, this is the perfect combination, especially if you need like an immune boost, if maybe you're not feeling well. Let me see, where did I put it? Did I put it in here? Maybe I didn't. Here it is. Elderberry gel. Absolutely our favorites. But this is the one that I love to mix it in. Sea moss gel loves warm liquids. So if you're going to put it into a soup, it just melts right in. You don't even taste it. If you put it into a tea and you actually go ahead and be mindful of the flavors, this one is the Echinacea Plus Elderberry. And then I mixed the elderberry gel in there, and it melted in so beautifully. You had no idea the sea moss gel was in there. The taste was incredible, and it really did soothe when I wasn't feeling well. So just to give you an idea, elderberry gel It is $34.99, and then you can absolutely get that additional 20% off if you do check out in the next couple minutes. But that's a great deal. Elderberry is expensive, you guys. High in vitamin C really does help with your immune system, and I love that one in teas. It's my absolute favorite. They also have the elderberry in the gummies. Let me go ahead and show you. I have to click on it. Hold on. They actually have the elderberry capsules if you want to go that route. Same exact ones as this. Four is your recommended dosage. You can potentially get an additional 20% off at checkout if you guys just want the capsule form. I get it. It's just super easy. Then you have the elderberry gummies. This is the little jar. I'll go ahead and grab that one. Where did I put it? This is their new packaging. It's so cute. I don't know where the jar is, but that's the jar. If you guys want to purchase that one, that's elderberry gummies, 22.99. Then they also have this one, which is actually a favorite. I love the little packaging that they came out with now. This is brand new. 29.99 and additional 20% off. This is their elderberry gummies. And let me just tell you, the added sugars they have in there is just coming from the fruit juices and extracts, the monk fruit extract, things like that. There is nothing in here that is added sugars like white sugars, just so you know. They take pride in not doing that. There's 1,800 milligrams in the gummies as well. Let's see. If you guys want to grab this one, this is the strawberry gel that I have packaged up with the elderberry gummies, and that's 20% off if you check out. Now, that 20% off for that particular bundle will actually be good after the live stream because it's not a coupon. It'll be on that product page. So if you are shopping replay, you will still get that awesome deal as well. Let's see. I always go over the bundles. This is a great one with the strawberry gel with the green tea matcha aloe bergamot set of soap. That's a great gift, even just the soap by itself. But that's a really good deal for 22% off. This is another nice one. This is one of my favorites. So you will get two soaps, which is the oatmeal honey vanilla coconut set. This is what the soaps look like. I'm obsessed with this particular one because it is really great for exfoliation. But you're going to get the two soaps plus the Wild Crafted gel and save 23% off. That's a pretty great deal. Let's see. And they smell so good. This is, let's see, I already, the Wild Crafted Gel, the elderberry gummies. Yeah, so definitely check out the carousel. This is what we were making. Let's go check out what our cookies look like in the oven. Let me do a double check. Feel free to check out with whatever you have in your cart, so this way you get that additional savings. Let me show you what you guys want to see underneath the cookie so you know it's finished. Just took the command out of the oven. Look at that. So you want to see a little bit of a light brown underneath. Ooh, those are hot. You don't want them too dark underneath. So definitely like a very golden brown is exactly what you want for the cookies. So let me put those down. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I was making those. I hope you guys had fun. This is going to be a really cool beginning of the new year, especially really kicking it into high gear with my health wellness journey. We've had a lot of stress going on, so I kind of fell off the track, which is fine. We all do. But really kicking it into a high gear after this holiday season, 100%. So if you guys are on a wellness journey or you just want to see what I'm up to or do some shopping, feel free to give my storefront a follow. I really appreciate it. Absolutely check out all my favorites in my storefront as well. I add there daily. So you definitely want to check those out. And I will be live again a ton up until almost Christmas with a ton more live streams. We have Grace Karen. We also have all brand new Dokatu and deals. We also have Ekawer and Hot Touch and Zigu. I have more home finds I just got in, some Christmas gift ideas. So definitely make sure you're following. And we'll be live again with True Sea Moss, specifically because I have that coupon for you. And just to give you some more ideas, we have cookies with Santa and hot chocolate when it comes to sea moss as well. So absolutely give us a follow. I do appreciate you guys. Have a really good night. And I can't believe, I wish we had smell-o-vision here because this house smells incredible right now with these cookies. Definitely give them a try and let me know what you think. And feel free to watch the replay so you guys can check out how to make them as well. As always, I appreciate you and thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great night and don't forget to take your sea moss. Thanks again, everybody.